Oh dear. Quarantine has not been kind to me. If I look bigger, it's because I just ate. Please, I just want to see another human being. Hi. Hello. How's it going? What's up, guys? It's Trey here, and today I will be playing this game called JoJo's Bizarre Stand Generator. Cue volume. Okay. Volume's not working very well. That's fine. But we're going to be playing JoJo's Bizarre Stand Generator. I tried to play Heritage to the Future, but I could not find a way to do it. I could not find a way to do it for free, or for a way that would work for my computer. So, I should have gotten a gaming PC. Anyways, press any key to begin. I will press a key to begin. Yes! Wait, where did... A dashing stand that can launch objects at high speeds and can age someone of an accelerated rate. Stand master Diane Powell, back in the USSR. Alright, it's a pretty cool stand. Unlock menu. Alright. Okay, so the stats are power, speed, potential, range, durability, and precision. She has a B in precision, an A in durability, B in range, A in speed, E in power, and A in potential. It's pretty nice. It's gonna be kind of a short video because this game is a lot different than I expected. Okay, so I did not know how to do it. I'm stupid. But you press any key to redo a stand. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this for a small amount of time. I'm going to name what these stands, the fake ones, remind me of. The Stand Master doesn't draw anything, like no remembrance from me. The launching objects at high speeds. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sex Pistols. And no, that's not an inappropriate thing, I don't think, because it's a stand. I've never heard the song that the stand is based off of. The stand is named after. Never heard that, so it could be inappropriate, but the stand is not, so no need to worry. It's a stand made out of 6 little gremlin figure things. They're small, and they shoot the stand of Guido Mista from Vento Oreo Part 5. And they kick around his bullets in different directions, and they're able to push bullets and pass bullets and all that crazy stuff. They get to mess with his bullets a lot. So the thing is, that's what that reminds me of a little bit. Launching objects at high speeds. That's what comes to mind immediately. Because there's not anything that I can think of that has a direct stand ability that involves that. I've read all up to Part 7, but I can't think of anything for some reason. Well, and age someone at an accelerated rate, that's clearly the Grateful Dead from Part 5. It's Stand-Up Prosciutto, and it ages people at... Wait, hold on. No. That ages people at a slow rate. I'm being slow. It's a Lessie. A Lessie from Part 3, Stardust Crusaders. His stand is Sethan, and he has a shadow, and as you get touched by the shadow, you get aged pretty down. Like, it touched Polnareff for like a second, and it aged him to age 8 or something. And that lady was in there for like 20 seconds. She got aged to a fetus. So, it's a pretty powerful stand. That's more what it reminds me of there. Grateful Dead is more of a slow rate. Let's see here. Let's press another key. There we go. So, Dub Dumb. An avian stand. An avian stand? Let me think here. There aren't that many avian stands that I can think of. Like a stand that is just like a bird. There aren't that many of those. I don't even think there are any that are like, that can fly and are a bird. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, Magician's Red is a bird, but it can't fly. It's just a big muscular chicken thing. And has partial power over its user. I don't understand why that'd be a good thing. But it doesn't bring anything to mind for me. Unless you're talking about Golden Experience Requiem from Part 5. It's partial experience over its user. And some of the other stands have been shown to have their own little personalities, or they sometimes say they're used from death. The little thing, Josuke Stand Crazy Diamond saved him from falling off a window in Part 5. Part 4, things like that. But I don't know, like, ones that physically can control their user. Because, I mean, in Part 6, a bunch of stands were given by discs. So, I guess some of them could be controlling their user, as in the fact that, like, maybe Pushi woke them up after they were given the disc, and like, yeah, you have a new stand, and you're gonna go kill these people. Maybe the stands, maybe, like, he messed with their memory disc, or maybe the stand was implanted in a way that made them want to go kill Jolene or the gang, and kind of control them to make them more vindictive and stuff, although Sports Max was clearly very vindictive himself, because he killed someone just for witnessing his thing. And the Stand Master is Kochio Baker, Power C, Speed Power A, Range Power A, Potential, Learning Potential, Development Potential, Precision E, and also Potential E, and Durability D. So, I don't remember the stand stats, so I can't really compare those. Relay, an imposing stand that can translate any language into any other language. Stand Master Martha Jackson. There's no stand like that, exactly like that, but that stand seems purely utility, just like Moody Blues and, let me think, King Nothing. Those are some very basically utility stands. They can help with mystery and utility, and that's really it. They're not big fighting, punching ghost stands. They're not helpful with that. So that's all I can really think of for this one here, because there's no stand that really does that. Imposing, it's kind of vague. Like, there are definitely some imposing stands, but alright, so Learning Potential C, Power A, Destructive Power A, Speed A, Range A, Durability C, and Precision is E. So, I wonder what all that means, since, you know, what can it shoot? Maybe it's precision of its punches when it does punch, because we've been shown that Moody Blues does punch, but it's not very good at it, and that's not its main use. So, next one. Okay, it has the same one here. Its stand name is Lily of the Valley. I've heard that song before. I've actually sung it. Stand Master Albert Shibata, and a vigorous stand that can translate any language into other language can heal wounds. Now, there are plenty of wound healing stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Just comes to mind. In general, Cream Starter can heal, Hot Pants' stand. Then Stone Free can heal, Jolene's stand. Most parts have one healer. And of course, there's the all famous ones. There's Josuke, Crazy Diamond. He is the main healer, like very overt healer. But usually otherwise, they use different tactics to heal. Like, they use stands that aren't meant to heal. Like, their main ability isn't healing. Because Josuke's is restoration. And there's Gold Experience, who just creates life. But he makes things, he creates life out of other things, and then implants them into his body to heal himself. So it's pretty original. It's not something, the healing part is not something that is in the stand. Like, it's not something that's built into the stand. It's not his main use, but he's still using it, and he's saved everybody's lives by that before. So that's just what I can think of from that. Vigorous stands. Golden Experience also comes to mind. It's pretty vigorous. 7-page Muda, but that's just because of its user. Vigorous stand usually involves having a vigorous user, like Star Platinum and Jotaro. Translated language again. Moody Blues, King Nothing is all I can think of. Alright, Power B, Speed A, Range D, Durability D, Precision A, Potential B. Excellent. B7, a wild stand that can destroy 3 of the same thing if they're lined up, but has trouble controlling its power. Seems like a very vague artwork. Kevin Gibson is the name of the stand user, stand master. Seems like a very vague, not very useful ability. A more wild stand, maybe it's like a stand that's more rogue and is less controllable by the user. which is what it says is a wild stand. Well, the stand has trouble controlling its power. Maybe the user also has trouble controlling the stand. I can't. There probably are some, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that have had trouble controlling their own stand. Malone, babyface, just a little bit, but that's just because of the circumstances that lead up to babyface, the junior of babyface, just a little bit. But this one seems arbitrary. Unless it's like you can line up 3 people and then kill them. Unless it's like you have to line up 3 people who look exactly the same for them to be the same thing. Or maybe it's like just straight, like you line up 3 people and it can destroy them. That would be OP. Or maybe you can line up, I don't know, like say if you're trying to fight a stand user, right? And say the stand user is an idiot. You put 2 rocks or 2 inanimate objects next to him and you destroy 3 things with low operating or no operating brains. I wonder if it's like something along those lines where it can be kind of vague and introspective. And it's more of a broad spectrum of what you can do with that. Or if it's just like you line up 3 rocks, you destroy them. But they have to be the same size or something like that. I don't know how that would work, but I'm interested in this stand. Its name is D7, power D, speed A, range B, durability A, precision C, potential B. This is kind of fun for me. I don't understand why, but it is. Stand name, the hero's return. A liquid stand that causes those around them to faint and draws its power from the moon. Okay, so that's a liquid stand. There's Geb and Aqua Necklace. Those are 2 stands. Geb is from the Endul, Stardust Crusaders. He's a villain. And Angelo Katagiri is one of the first stand users in part 4, and he wields Aqua Necklace. Those are 2 liquid stands. They don't cause people around them to faint, but they have fighting capabilities. Like Aqua Necklace can go inside of you and just screw up the inside of your body, which can cause you to faint. So I guess that's the closest you can think of it. Geb can also cause you to faint because he slashed Kakuin's eyes, knocking him out. He's pretty critically wounded. So there's that, like, indirectly. And things that draw power from the moon, Pushi was awaiting the new moon. It stands fused into Sea Moon, but he had to wait for the actual new moon to get made in heaven. So there's that. I don't remember exactly, but I don't think he actually did that at night. I think he just did that during the day, like before his actual new moon. Maybe the moon was in the sky already out, but he had to wait for the new moon, the day of the new moon at least, to get made in heaven. So that's one thing. It draws his power from the moon. Standmaster Peter Mills, power A, speed A, C range, durability C, precision E, potential A. Ooh, okay, this one's interesting. Stand named Dragon Attack, Standmaster Dennis Thompson, and Avian Stand, once again. I mean, Avian just means bird in general, so I guess Magician's Bread does count. And also Red Hot Chili Pepper, I just remember that. Kind of looks like a turtle chicken thing. It can weaken living things around them and can manipulate magnetism. And I'll just straight weakening them. I guess we can go with Chariot Requiem from Part 5. Polnareff's evolved Requiem Stand. And he just kind of like, he made them go to sleep and switch bodies. Which kind of, I guess you could say, weakened them for a time being. But after that, it gave their powers a boost. So I wouldn't think so. Manipulating magnetism is obviously Risotto Nero from Part 5 Metallica. He's not... That stand manipulates the iron and blood, which is different, of course, but it's manipulating the iron, so he can use, like, the iron to, use iron to camouflage himself. He can use iron to make, like, razor blades come out of Doppio's mouth, scissors to materialize in his throat, things like that. So, it's not the same thing, but they're both manipulating metal, so that's what I thought of. And the power D, speed A, range E, durability C, precision B, potential B. Alright. 2 more. Child of Nature, a swanky stand that can only perfectly seal any opening, but only in the shade. Harry Murata. I saw the perfectly seal, there's a lot of Part 5 inspired stands that I'm seeing here. I saw a perfectly, seal any opening before, but I just realized that could be applying to Sticky Fingers. And Sticky Fingers, has a zipper, so obviously it could seal openings with zippers. You can seal anything with zippers. And only in the shade reminds you of Black Sabbath, because Black Sabbath is a stand that it's a remote control stand. I don't know like what the exact power is, but it can stab people with an arrow. The whole lighter test thing with Popo, it's a stand of Popo, by the way. Sticky Fingers stand of Brucerati. Pretty sure I'm speaking to JoJo fans here, so I don't need to explain it, but I'm just being formal. In the shade, Black Sabbath is the only way that it can operate. If it gets in the sunlight, it dies. So, that's why that reminds me of that, because it can only operate in the shade. Power B, speed A, range C, durability E, precision D, potential E. Kind of weak. The range should be much worse than that, because it can only do its thing in the shade. But, Ooh, okay, this is a weird one. Some stand named the Ox, a jagged stand that can make someone uncoordinated. Melissa Hoffman. So, here's a stand from, I remember from, what's it called? Purple Haze Feedback. It's the stand of Vladimir Kocaqi, I think that's his name. And it's called Rainy Day Sleepaway, or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly the name of the stand. But what it is like, he gets someone disoriented, and they're continuously disoriented. They can't shake the feeling of being disoriented. They're just uncoordinated the entire time. Also, a jagged stand, just like a stand that has stuff on it. You know, like things that can hurt people just by it being there. Like, it touching the stand can hurt you. Like the arrow from Black Sabbath, which is actually part of the stand. Jagged, something that can hurt you with the stand. Just touching it. I mean, maybe if you touch Hermit Purple, Joseph Joestar's stand, it would hurt a little bit because they are literally thorns. Maybe Magician's Red is hot. I don't know. I can't think of anything that has like spikes, physically spikes on it. Chocolate Disco from Part 7 is kind of like a thing. It's like a board. You can use the stand user DISCO or disco. You can use a board to, like, it's like a coordinate plane. You can put in coordinates and you can drop in something that will hurt the person on those coordinates. And he used it against Gyro Zeppeli, and that made Gyro very disoriented as he wasn't understanding what happened. But as soon as he understood what was happening, he destroyed Disco. So there's one thing. Actually, I think I'm gonna do one last one, see what this is. Oh, Mr. Hoffman. Everything is turning to gold. A mesmerizing stand that can kill someone and change its form. Okay, Moody Blues once again. But another thing I thought of, Surface. Surface from Part 4. Surface is a stand by Toshikazu Hazimata, and it is a stand, it's just a wooden doll, and if it touches a person, it can change to look exactly like that person, and can even control somebody. And also, mesmerizing means like maybe it's just like attractive, or I doubt a stand would be attractive. I can't think of any stands that are like, ooh, look at that attractive thing. Like I can't think of a stand that's attractive. I can't think of something like that. But a mesmerizing stand may be a stand that makes you focus so much in on them that you're distracted, right? I can't think of a stand that specific thing is that, but there are stands that give you, there's this one, I forget, of Daya Higashikata, I forget what the name of California King that I think, that made Josuke forget some stuff, lose some of his memories. He wasn't really memorizing, but it made him focus more in on her. I haven't read all of JoJo, and I've only read like a small amount, but I have looked at some of the wiki because I know that it might be kind of hard for me to read it until it's out, so I decided to keep myself a little bit updated on it. But the kill someone thing is just vague. Any stand, most stands have the ability to kill somebody. Actually, I'd say any stand has the ability to kill somebody. Because, like, one, you can think of babies, which is obviously immoral and disgusting. Why would you want to kill a baby? But any stand can kill a baby. Two, a normal human being. Just a normal human being with no stand powers. Even a buff bodybuilder wouldn't be able to fend off something they cannot see and don't know what it can do. They'd probably be killed. A normal human being will lose to a stand. So really, I'd argue that almost every single stand, if not every stand, can kill someone. Someone. I'm not saying they can immediately kill a stand user, but it can kill someone. So, that is the end of this video. I actually had some fun. I'm just analyzing this JoJo's Bizarre Stand Adventure, seeing, JoJo's Bizarre Stand Generator, just seeing what, the code and what the fake stands draw from them. And, of course, Standmaster's Helen Aoki, and those are the stats right there. I don't feel like reading them off today, right now. Man, I am not good with words. But anyways, I didn't really, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't come into this knowing what this was about, but I gotcha. This was actually pretty interesting to just analyze this and see where they got all of the information from. Maybe, and by the way, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am a little bit lost without everybody else. Not because, they of course were really helpful to the channel, but they also gave me a lot more content to make, right? Like, there's more than one person. The fact that there's more than one person just opens up the possibilities a lot more. And me and Andrew, of course, at least, we can't even go anywhere, definitely not right now, because of what's happening with the quarantine and coronavirus. You definitely can't come in. You can't come to my house or anything. So we can't do that. And I'm mostly, me and him are filming videos by ourselves. So that limits what I can do. Most of the time he filmed videos by himself and I did his choice. But especially limits what I can do with only me. So I'm kind of struggling to think of new content for you guys. But I think that there's going to be at least a little bit more JoJo there. Because I'm a lot more into JoJo now. And I've discovered how good of a show it is. And I'm really enjoying looking through the franchise and everything that spawned from it, and I'm just really enjoying it. And I'm gonna see if I can get to play like the 7th Stand User or Heritage of the Future, or just any JoJo game that if you guys want me, any more JoJo games, just put it down below in the comments, and I'll try to see if I can get it and play it on the channel. But I'm just going to try to play some more games for you guys, do some more vlogs, and I think I'll definitely do some more reactions as well. But I think that's about it for today. Please make sure to subscribe and like and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos that we post. And it has been Trey, and I hope you have a good day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time. Determination, not just imagine things that happen, set the ass laughing.